This is my first time, and thanks for the invitation. Actually, this is my first experience with classified media event. Not only this one, but in general, I can say. Yesterday, when we were having wine and beer after dinner, actually, I saw that everybody's talking about the change in the media for the last decade, I can say, from printed media to online media. Actually, I believe the next change in this media is about mobile. Recently, everybody's talking about the change shifting from online media to mobile media. I have one bad and one good news about this. The bad news is that the change, this recent change, it will not take a decade. It's already started, and I think in a couple of years, this change will be done to mobile. The good news is that this is not just a change that you experienced from printed media to online media, but it's a change in the business models as well. So because of the screen size of mobile, the advertising or click-through type of CPA type of income models may not work anymore, but there are some other opportunities. So for the influencers like yourself, I believe that this change brings a huge opportunity for you. So I advise you to follow this and actually change the market according to that. So my presentation mainly will be on, of course, mobile and specifically on mobile payments and the experience that we have in Turkey and in MENA region and how you can use the advantages of these mobile payment services into your own businesses and create some new income and revenue models or increase the revenue per user, per subscriber, per buyer or seller type of thing. So I'll try to share it. In order to explain, I'd like to explain briefly about myself so that you can understand where my experience is coming actually. I started TreePay in 2008 when there were no mobile payment service in the market yet, and we wait almost a year for the operators to prepare this infrastructure, and our first transactions occurred on April 2009, so we're operating a little bit more than 5 years right at the moment. So, and it's obvious that we had the first to market or first mover advantage, and recently we have 65% market share in the market. I'll pass all those through. Those are sort of advertisement. We are mainly working with digital content providers like online games, social networks, classified media companies like sahibinden.com, the largest one in Turkey, and also mainly mobile payments is for digital contents and services because of the targeted audience, unbanked and underbanked customers. And also we are providing credit card service and prepaid card services as well, but I'll pass through this. Those are some of our merchants. Actually, I don't like to talk about myself too much. So my presentation will be on two subjects. So I divided in why mobile first, why mobile media is getting bigger and bigger by day. And the second part will be about mobile payments, the advantages, examples that we have, use case scenarios, and the key success points on the mobile payment services. When it comes to why mobile, it's obvious that people are mobile. Mobile phones were considered as third screen like 5 years ago, I can say. TV, computer, and mobile phones. Recently, it's obvious that mobile phones are the first screen. Then, most probably, TV is coming, and then the third one is PC anymore. So, of course, there are some reasons for this. If we understand those reasons, then we can create better business models and revenue models for us. I have a very self-definitive chart here. It explains where are people at any time of day from 5 a.m. in the morning to whole day, 24 hours. People are like 50% at home, 50% outside, but more than 50% when they're at home, they're actually sleeping. So when they're sleeping, it's not easy to make money from them, I guess. there are some businesses, even when they're sleeping, they're making money, but in general, we can forget when they're sleeping. So it's obvious that mainly they're outside of their home. So we can catch them online over there. And I believe one of the key success factors, key advantages of mobile is the location-based services. So when it comes to classified media, I believe location is an important asset that everybody should use this in this room, I believe. So mobile phones, they're all location enabled, especially smartphones are location enabled. And when you talk about classified media, it's all about location. So here's an example, a screenshot of a tablet application of sahibindan.com I have here. If I'm looking at real estate, it's obvious that it would be fantastic to search it location-based so that I can find it exactly where I'm looking at, and all details are here. So I know that this application has been used quite a lot in the markets right now, and actually, even myself at home, when I'm not playing Candy Crush, I prefer to run this application and look about the real estate market. It doesn't mean that I have too much money to invest on it, but just trying to understand what's going on there. So, and it's obvious that the advantage of location-based services on mobile is quite impressive and helpful for classified media. And phones are getting smarter. Recently in US, like 2/3 of the mobile phones are smartphones, so screens are getting larger, the processors are getting more capable of doing lots of things at the same time. And I think, of course, they already take the place of computers, PCs, or laptops at the moment. So this is another advantage of being mobile. And mobile internet is fast, especially when you think about developing countries where they don't have the fiber or copper infrastructure. The penetration of mobile internet is quite important. In Turkey, on average, we can see like 12 megabits per second, and even we don't have 4G yet. And with 3G, we can have this. So it's obvious that this is faster connection for me than for my ADSL connection at home. So especially for developing countries, yesterday I heard something about this for India, for example. Everybody is using internet through mobile, and this also reflects to the numbers of the usage of internet. Recently, on average globally, 1/3 of internet traffic is coming from mobile. And the total internet traffic is also included the big data downloads, movie downloads, etc. So when you consider all this together, you can easily see that the usage of mobile internet is more than 1/3 of the total internet usage. So those are the obvious results of the rise of mobile internet and mobile usage, actually. Some brief number about Turkey. Actually, recently we have like 67 million mobile users out of 75 million total population, and around 50 million 3G subscribers, 3.5 iPhone users, and 1.6 million tablet users. And also, we are a huge Facebook community. We have more than 35 million Facebook users. And even though some political reasons, some people are trying to ban Facebook or Twitter in Turkey, I think you all read about this. There are more than 18 million users using Facebook through mobile devices. So, I mean, people in Turkey, they like to share it. They like to share everything, whatever they are doing at the moment. So it's obvious that Turkey is a mobile country, I can say. And of course, the rise of this mobile internet also directly helped the rise of mobile commerce as well. This is a recent study of Goldman Sachs about e-commerce and mobile commerce, and showing a forecast until 2018. And it's expected that in 2018, the size of mobile commerce will be equal to total e-commerce size in 2013, which is like 626 billion US dollars in global. And also they have a saying that like around 15% of total world population in 2018, which is around like a little bit higher than 1 billion, people perform at least one mobile commerce transaction in 2018. So I believe this is an important fact and figure that shows that money is on mobile, and we should all focus on that. So the second part is mainly on mobile payments, and I'd like to divide mobile payments into two. The first one is direct carrier billing, which we use operators as a collection mechanism. So we use payment, we use airtime minutes, and also the invoice of mobile subscribers as a payment tool, not only a confirmation tool. The second part is mobile wallet, again connected to a bank, credit card account, bank account, something like this, but the confirmation and everything is going on mobile. Separating those two is quite important because the nature of those two services are quite different than each other. And I believe the opportunity is on direct carrier billing side because it's an actual 100% a payment mechanism that you don't need to have any other middleman or any other tool to collect money directly from your from the end user. So the target group of mobile payments, direct carrier billing, is unbanked, underbanked, and concerned customers. In developing countries like Turkey, only like 35% of the population or 40% of the populations are banked customers, and only like 25% of the population has a credit card. Being a bank customer doesn't mean always have an online payment service by the end user. It doesn't mean that, because you can have a bank account, but you just use this bank account for getting your salary or everything, but the rest, all your transactions can be done on a physical world with cash world. In Turkey, actually for 2023, the 100th year of our republic, actually the recent government has a program called Cashless Turkey in 2023. So they're quite investing on this, and I believe it will be a huge step for us to be in a cashless world, which prevents any kind of cash-related problems in the market. So unbanked community is an important community, especially when you're talking about the housewives, people who are not working and staying at home. Actually, this is an important portion of internet traffic right now. The second group is underbanked. Of course, for example, as Turkey, as an example, is quite young population, and 50% of the population is less than 26 years old. So most of the people, even though they're privileged to have a bank account, because of their age, they can't have a bank account or credit card. So this is an important target group for us. But the third group is also quite essential, which is concerned customers. The customers even have a bank account or credit card. For small amount of transactions, they may not feel comfortable to use their credit card online for those transactions. For security purpose reasons, for other concerns, we are not sure about this because credit card is quite secure at the moment, but the perception of the end user is not that high on the security part. So they're concerned to use their credit cards online. So for small amount of transactions, we are enabling them mobile payments, and actually they're using this quite frequently. And yes, they're able to purchase like a PC, a computer, a TV set for a couple of $1,000s online with their credit card. They're having no problem with this. But when you ask them to pay like 5 Turkish lira, 2 euros, $3, whatever it is, it's quite difficult for them to convince to input their 16-digit credit card number on this payment screen. So those are our major three customer groups on direct carrier billing. Of course, direct carrier billing has some advantages. At the same time, it has some disadvantages as well. The major advantages are the high penetration. In order to use direct carrier billing in all around the world, now I'm not talking about Turkey only, in all around the world, you don't need to subscribe to a service. It's enough to have a working mobile phone number. If you're a prepaid subscriber, you need to have credits. If you are postpaid subscribers, you don't need to do anything else, and you're directly able to use direct carrier billing through your mobile with no pre-action needed. And of course, the end-user experience on direct carrier billing is quite fantastic. It's not only easy, but also convenient to the end users. So they don't need to remember a password or a username, anything else. They just need to remember their mobile phone number. Sometimes it's getting difficult to remember their own phone number because nobody calls himself. But the end-user experience is quite fantastic as well. And also, with the help of mobile technologies and different service flows, you can create lots of different end-user experiences. So, mainly at Tripay, what we say to our merchants is that you don't need to feed our services. We have different type of APIs, and we can fit your end-user experience with our payment flow. I think this is an important competitive advantage that we have, because in general, all payment service providers, they ask their merchants to fit their standard payment flows, but we can do lots of different way of transactions, so we prefer to fit our clients' end-user experience at all. And again, direct carrier billing is mobile phone independent, so it can be a smartphone, it can be a feature phone. Any phone that can send an SMS is eligible to perform a direct carrier billing transaction. So it means that potentially 100% of the mobile subscribers are able to do direct carrier billing. And when it comes to disadvantages, of course, it's called microtransactions. So there is a limit for the maximum transaction size per one transaction. Recently, it's like $50 US, 100 Turkish lira, which is around $50 US or 30 euros per transaction. I believe it's an important. I believe it's not that small for a specific target of services that you provide. So, and you can also perform any kind of subscriptions, weekly based, monthly based subscriptions as well. And of course, the worst part of direct carrier billing is the commission rates. Commission rates are generally quite high compared to credit card commission rates, because operators are not, first of all, they're not banks, so they don't have this competition yet. The second thing is, of course, they have a channel cost for their airtime top-up and everything, so they have to cover this. In Turkey, on average, we are having like 15% commissions to the operators for these kind of services. In some European countries, it's like 10 to 20%. But in some countries where direct carrier billing is not understood well enough, it may go up to like 50%. And I believe this is an important barrier for the market to adopt direct carrier billing at the first place. And I come up with three end-user experience here. First one is basic on-web direct carrier billing experience. So you click on, you come to web page on the basket or purchase page. You just basically click to purchase button, which is satın al in Turkish, and then it asks you to input your mobile phone number as your payment tool. And then when you press the confirm button, you just receive an SMS saying that you're purchasing that amount of, you're paying that good with that amount of money from this merchant. So you know everything about your transaction. And you don't need to remember a password or something like this, but you just need to reply it with a confirmation SMS, which is yes in Turkish, it's evet. So you just reply it, then transaction is done. So that's all. Quite seamless, quite easy scenario. And you can do it even in your own page, or you can use it as an outside payment screen. It doesn't matter. So the basic web flow is something like this, and the most convenient way and the most used scenario that we experienced so far. The second one is the end user experience on mobile, which I advise to catch this quite clearly. You're on a web, it can be a web page, mobile web page, or it can be an application, it doesn't matter. You're on the page, again, you're on the payment screen. You just click on purchase button. The thing is, you don't need to input your mobile phone number or anything else because of the mobile traffic, mobile internet traffic, we already capture the mobile phone number of the end user, and nobody can change this number, so there is no speculation on this number. And then the rest part is pay with my mobile phone button. As soon as the end user clicks on this button, then the transaction is done successfully. That's it. So no need to register to anywhere, no need to input anything on it, just click on purchase button and that's it. And this is, I think, the most convenient way of performing a payment on mobile because even credit card is sort of convenient on web. It's not convenient on mobile because of the screen size and everything. But this is, we believe, is the most convenient, and this is the next way of doing payment on mobile web. And third button, I created a scenario for my understanding. It may be not, okay. It may be not that smart for your for you, but the thing is, actually, I'm out of this business, so I tried to come up with a scenario for a classified media company. You know, it's not always about performing a payment transaction, but also it's about cross-sell and upsell. So I was talking about the advantages of mobile, using advantages of mobile, which is basic mobile marketing. So, for example, think about you have a seller already input the advertisement on your portal, and mainly, most probably for free, but you can boost it, he can boost it with a small payment, let's say. So why don't you send an SMS to the end user saying that, hey, we got your ad, and if you want to promote it for €3 only, which we can show your banner, we can show your ad at the top of the page for a day for €3. Just simply reply this message with a keyword or yes, and we boost your ad. So even the seller is not on your web page anymore. He's on a bus, he's on a traffic, he's outside somewhere, but he already published this ad. And when you send this SMS, if you got this confirmation message, you not only promote your service, but also you collect the money, and then you promote the ad without any problem, without any additional step to the end user. So I believe this is mainly quite important for cross-sell and upsell. So everybody here, all the media owners here, they have millions of users, I know, millions of buyers, millions of sellers. But important thing is how percentage of those community do you able to monetize, and how you can increase the average revenue per paying customer. I think this is an important tool to use for as mobile payment with mobile marketing. And again, some numbers from Turkey. For 2013, we passed over $100 million total transaction size on mobile payments, and more than 10 million unique users who used this service successfully. Average payment is like 14 Turkish lira, which is around €5 or like $7. Mainly digital content and services are being used for direct carrier Blink, and e-commerce is also growing. And because of the European Union standardization, Turkey will launch e-money license and payment services directive next month. So those are the data information about Turkey. And just a single slide for mobile wallet, which we believe is just an adaptation of credit card into something else. In mobile wallet, it can be topped up through your credit card, bank account, or private channels that people can top up through cash to their wallet. Yes, it's quite easy to use and it's quite secure, but an application is needed for this, and also smartphone is needed. Even though the commission rates are quite low, the penetration is also quite low compared to direct carrier link. But this is an important tool that we're going to see in a couple of years. Recently, all of the huge payment service providers like PayPal and everybody else, they're investing on this. We'll see this development as well. So I have only 2 minutes, and in summary, I'd like to say that personally I believe that mobile is everything for classified media. It's an online computer, not only a computer, but an online computer. It's a bank account with direct carrier link. It's a credit card as well. If you are a postpaid subscriber, you are sort of using a credit through operator. It's an ID card. Your mobile phone number is your username. It's a camera. If you are a seller, it's an important tool. And it's a map and GPS. Again, if you're a buyer or seller, doesn't matter. You should definitely use this tool on the mobile. So personally, I believe that mobile is quite important, and not only changing the media of the classified business, but also it's changing the business model as well. And key to success on direct carrier link or mobile payment is that first, end user experience is the key. So simplicity, easy of use, different flows, different end-user experience that you can create through direct carrier link. The second important key factor is the unique pricing. In some cases, we saw that the merchants, the merchants are adding the commissions that they are paying to the operator to the end user. Personally, I do not advise this because if the end user want to pay through mobile phone, you shouldn't punish the end user because they choose this, but you have to provide a single price for each and every different payment channels. Yes, your cost may be a little bit different than the other classical payment methods, but you should definitely create a unique pricing for the end user. And the third key success factor is you should definitely use mobile marketing, especially for cross-sell, upsell, and increase your average revenue per user. And you should definitely use mobile marketing and mobile payments should work together. Those are the 3 key success factors that I'd like you to have after this meeting. Thank you. That's all. Right on time?
Right on time. Right on time. Yeah.